Eric, you have a full hard 5 for us?
I do. As you probably know, Alan Thicke died this week.
I know, and 2016 can really go suck it. It starts with Lemmy dying and then ends with Alan Thicke dying. No, that's not a year for me.
Well, it hasn't ended yet. There's still some.
I know, but
We've still got a few weeks.
Yeah,
A few weeks left here.
yeah. So what's up? What's your full hard 5 based off Alan Thicke dying?
Well, if you read, Alan Thicke had a heart attack and he was playing hockey with his son. Oh. And as sad as that would be, I thought it was kind of nice that him and his son had that kind of bonding moment. So if you got to die, at least you got that before you went out. And so for the full hard 5 today, doing full hard 5 ways you would like to spend your last moments on Earth. Okay,
and I'm gonna normally we got a list of 5 things we say in here, but I will throw in this rule. If you only have one's fine, or 2 or something like that. You don't have to come up with 5, but basically 5 ways you'd want to be, places you want to be, how you'd want to be spending your last moments living. All right, that's deep, but I think we can handle that. Hey, we're gonna rack our brains, think about that. Why don't you spend the next 15 seconds telling the good people out there how they can get a hold of you?
Yeah, if you'd like to get a hold of me, you can do so on Twitter at hamslime77, or you can email me at hamslime@gmail.com and send me some dick pics. Tell me about how you'd like to spend your last moments on Earth. Maybe you'd like to spend your last moments on Earth emailing me at hamslime@gmail.com and putting that nut in the title so I know you're real.
So I know you're real.
JJ, you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Here's what I would like to. These all are going to have the same common thread, which won't surprise anybody. I would like my last moments on Earth to be eating hot wings, which most likely would lead to the actual death. I mean, so that's probably not a. It's not hard to connect A to B there.
Do you remember when we did the atomic wing challenge? I felt like I was going to die. Like I thought I was dead.
I would have been fine if we died. That's what I'm saying. I mean, so eating hot wings, something like that. Drunk would be nice.
Sure.
I mean, you kind of you're in an altered state, and then you're just going to take off.
That was kind of beautiful. I like that. I actually, you kind of drunk, then you just take off. And it's like, oh, God, I want that set at my funeral.
If you like, I can be there. I mean,
No, stay away.
No, I'm sure I will die before you. But if anybody out there needs someone to give a speech at their next funeral, you can contact me here at thefullhardpodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, I'll come do it. I'll give you a eulogy.
And I'll sit perp side
fuck
on
out of that.
Just sit perfect. Don't
sit perps.
Yeah, at your funeral.
At your funeral.
Right.
Just make fun of it.
I'm just going to wrap this up with saying, oh man, I have mixed emotions about him dying playing hockey with his son, which I assume was probably Robin Thicke, the dude that sings that fucking song with all the naked chicks.
Do you think it was him?
He probably has more than one son, but I don't know.
Is that really his son?
Yeah,
I guess I didn't know.
Yeah.
I knew Robin Thicke was an artist. Yeah. I didn't know that was.
Just look at him. He looks just like a younger Alan Thicke, man.
Just look at him.
Just look at him. I would say I have mixed emotions about that because, one, I would like to be in the presence of my sons, but at the same time, I don't want them to go through a trauma.
Right.
That makes sense.
I was actually bedside when my dad died, but the thing was he was not conscious, so he lost consciousness a day earlier, so he was unaware that I was there. But I watched him die, and it didn't traumatize me, but I actually was kind of glad that I was there, I suppose.
Yeah.
In a weird way. This would be different. Like he just fell down playing hockey. Like you didn't see it. Like I guess I had the preparation. I was in a hospital.
You hope in some way that even though that they are, you think they're unaware based on they're asleep or unconscious. Yeah. You hope that
it's a peaceful.
There's some sort of awareness of feeling that that you were there.
Yeah.
And I like to think that happens.
Sure.
When people are in their last moments and they're in a sleep or a under, and family is there. It feels good to think that they feel the presence of their family around them. And
I agree with you.
Maybe there's some sort of ease, when you make that final, journey, if you will, or whatever you want to call it.
And all of that boils down to my number one answer: fucking. That's what I want to be doing when I'm dying. I'm sorry. Anytime you ever read a story of like
you would ruin a woman for other people. Like, oh God, I was having sex with this man and he died.
You would either
never
ruin
having
the
sex
woman,
again,
or you would cause some weird fetish to where she would never be satisfied ever again.
unless somebody else and she killed another person.
Also, I also think it might be more traumatic for your sons to see you fucking another woman than it would be for you just dying in front of them. If I were to speak up on your son's behalf.
So if I can mix all of them, I'm eating hot wings and fucking
God.
while playing hockey with my kids. Right.
Yeah, that's an awkward encounter in the grocery store when your sons are like, yeah, that's the woman that killed Dad.
The unfortunate thing is, and I don't know what everybody here believes, but I believe when you die, you die. You don't like hover above your body and see the world.
Right.
But one thing you'll never know.
It's just an off switch. That's all it is.
Well, the thing is, like, the one thing you'll never know, if you do die while fucking, you'll never know if she fucked you after you were dead. I mean, and you're like, oh man, that would have been a keeper.
You like to hope she would.
You would like to hope she would.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're all welcome for me turning that up.
Good.
I took a beautiful moment and made it beautifuler. Go ahead, Jay. What are yours?
What I got for number 5 here
Beautifuler?
is
That's a word.
No.
dying while having an exploding orgasm that rips every atom in my body. Like.
So
not,
I'm sorry. Is this a way to die or a way that
Well,
you?
I would like.
This is how he wants to
I would
go.
like my dying moments, like at that point.
Cause of death?
Yeah.
Atom
Every
exploding
orgasm.
Every atom and cell in my body just rips apart while having an orgasm.
Oh my God.
Number 4. This is interesting. My number 4, because this would be a dying moment or right after winning the lottery. One of the two, and that's reading a list of fuck yous to people who have wronged me. Right?
See, okay.
I
now,
am 100% on board with that.
I-
I love that.
I'm willing to bet the three of you probably think the way I do, where I've always had a vision of making a tape to speak to people beyond the grave. Kind of that Brewster's Millions type of thing, you know?
Oh, yeah. Or like, I'm divvying up my will to, and just right into the camera. And fuck you, Janet. You meant shit to me. Yeah, I'm all about that.
I want a giant projector and this thing to happen at my funeral, and where like I know someone who would be there. Like just I kind of stop in the middle and like look to the side, and like I would want it orchestrated where I would tell whoever, it's like make sure JJ's over to the right. Because I'm gonna fuck with everybody. I'm gonna be talking about something deep, and I'll just stop and I'll point that way and be like, "Sup, Jay?" Yeah.
Yes.
And like everybody, it would all the fucking
assigned seating.
all the family members
right.
of all the family members of mine that believe that like souls exist and you can speak beyond the grave. They would all be just, what the fuck was, they wouldn't get it. That's my style of
I
humor.
love that.
Yeah. My number 3 is playing with my band
Just on stage?
on stage.
Dimebag Darrell got to do that.
Yeah,
Yep.
but not get shot. I would like JJ to have something where he just constantly just keeps shitting out his organs. Like it's not he gets shot. He just constantly just keeps shitting out organs.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Number 2.
Well, that's not how I don't want that to happen.
Number 2, one of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever witnessed
Oh, God.
was a sunset in Key Largo on the
Montego,
Gulf side.
Baby,
Yeah,
why don't we
Montego.
go?
Sorry.
When the sun goes down and it
Bermuda,
hits the ocean,
Bahama,
it looks like all these
come on,
sparkly
pretty
diamonds like
mama.
floating on the water. Absolutely beautiful.
That's cool.
That could be a last moment for me, and I'd totally be at peace with that.
And then you have an atom exploding
And then
orgasm.
an atom exploding orgasm. Number one, of course, is dying in the arms of AC, my girlfriend.
Oh.
Fantastic. Dylan, Rachel, you got anything to add?
I have one, and this is my it's my dream death. Is like I want to have the doctor tell me that, God, your heart's not going to make it too much longer. You got to stop eating fatty foods or something, or just watch what your cholesterol intake is. And I want to go to a restaurant and just order like a big meal and then eat it, and like I'll feel my heart giving out, and I want to just rip into the waitress bad, like really bad, like, oh God, this is so greasy. This pizza is disgusting. All it is grease.
As you're eating it,
yeah, and then just all of a sudden,
did you just say going to a nice restaurant and you're
pizza.
ordering pizza?
Well, no, like I mean, we have Pizza King, which is probably one of the nicer restaurants in town.
I'm thinking like steak tartare, the raw, like
oil
whatever.
Ridden,
but,
yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, like something like that, and then just giving it into the waitress, like, God, this steak is so fatty. I feel my heart, and then all of a sudden, just boom. And then just give somebody just this complex, like, holy shit, I just killed this guy. Like, I should have checked this steak. Like, I really, because I know none of my friends are going to remember me after I die. But I want this one fucking waitress just to know that she fucked something up and I'm dead.
Yeah, tip that bitch.
Oh, my God.
It's like, let's say you sat down in a restaurant and somehow you were told by some spirit or elf, I don't know, something said, hey, you're going to die in 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
And it's like, wow, I haven't even
What
ordered.
would you do?
I would tell the waitress, can you bring me as many fucking sides of ranch as you can possibly bring me? She'd be like, okay. It's like, well, what do you want? It's like, just hurry and do that, and then I'll get to ordering.
And you
then when she comes
immediately
back,
start jerking off.
No, you start taking them like shots. And you painfully like choke each one down and like stare at her like, God damn, why would anybody do what I just did? And then you do another. And she was like, sir, what are you doing? Like, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Leave me alone.
God.
These are my dying moments.
Oh, can you go get some blue cheese too? Because I really, really hate my last moments here.
Yeah.
Usually you always hear like at dying moments, like the big thing you hear about is an airplane, and the airplane's going to go down, and everybody's like, I've heard comedians, tell that joke of, we thought the airplane was going down, so what do you do? And he's like, I immediately just started jerking off because I'm going to die having an orgasm and blah, blah, blah.
What movie was that from? Was that a Kevin Smith movie?
I can't remember.
Where someone's like,
Well, was it Rockstar where the guy claimed he was homosexual? He was just like, fuck it, I'm gay at the end when the airplane was going down?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rachel, did you have one?
I mean, it's all kind of the same flavor. I think we have the only thing I'm going to say about it is with my funeral, the show isn't over. Like I'm ready to orchestrate and plan some crazy shit now. So then when I do kick the bucket, because like my mom died, and it's like 2 years later now, where it's like, wait, she told you what? And we're like putting together some things. We're like, that lying bitch. Like, I want that sort of shit where it's like 10 years later, they're like,
they're still finding stuff out.
Sorry, I'm coughing. I'm dying. This is my dying. Hurry. Have
She's dying right now.
And also, when I die, I want JJ to have an atom splitting orgasm.
I think we can make that happen.
Yeah.
And then he dies, too.
And then I die
And then I'll eat wings,
watching the sunset.
watching both of you. Right.
And then I'm going to yell at a waitress because
There
all
it
my
is.
friends are dead.
I think the greatest thing to come out of this whole talk, though, is to add another service that we can offer aside from the one where we help you get to work on time or not procrastinate. I don't know if you listened to the show or heard us talk about this, but we figured it's based off those people that will set their alarm clock ahead 10 minutes or set their clocks ahead 10 minutes to trick themselves.
But you catch on.
We were going to offer a service. Dylan's going to offer a service where he will go in and won't tell you your alarm clock. Your clock might be 10 minutes fast. It might be 10 minutes slow. You don't know. And all of these things that is kind of to trick you in a way to not procrastinate.
Yeah.
But the greatest thing about this talk is an extra service, and that is for Dylan to sit pervside at your funeral. So basically, he sits in a chair up by your coffin, and when people walk up to the the microphone or the pulpit and they start to talk about something or give a nice story about you, you're there to call bullshit on them. Or tell them, no, that wasn't how it was.
No.
He wasn't like that at all.
I do like the idea of perv side at a funeral. Like, I feel like that's almost a necessity.
Well, being roasted at your funeral because it would be an extra mind fuck to everybody there. It's like, I thought we were here to celebrate his life. And like everybody's like, nah, now we're going to talk shit about him and get drunk all day long. It's going to be great. Hey, you and I are audio video guys. We should have the service of making from the grave videos for people. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
Because I would do that. All right. If you have a list that's better than ours, let us know. Facebook, Twitter, or you can go to our website, go to the comment section, talk all about it. What do you want to do in your last moments on Earth? Eric, are you there?
I am.
It's amazing. He's amazing. He sits there diligently on the phone, probably eating wings, having atomic orgasms or whatever you're doing, Eric. I don't know what you do on the other end of this line, but it's fantastic. What do you have in store for us later in the show?
Well, I'm not eating wings, but when you said that you wanted to fuck while dying, on paper it seems bad to have sex with a dead person. But the cool thing about it is that one less person. That's the one less person you have sex with. You don't have to go around telling everyone how small your dick is and how stupid your own face looks.
Eric's here to help.
I am in love with the guy on the phone. Like, I want to marry you. You are...
He's Eric Holmes. That's what he is.
Hey, Eric, our guest today is going to die in 15 minutes, so if you can catch a plane. Right. What are we doing later?